Yes, sir. We got something new for y'all today. As y'all know, your blood will not stop. It will be relentless. I'm gonna always keep giving y'all lies. I'm gonna keep giving y'all bangers and hits. I don't know if I should have fucked with this. Yo, it is true about the UCC one filing, y'all. I told y'all this shit. Look, I don't know. It just woke me up in the middle of the night. And I was like thinking about something. I'm like, hold up. Something gotta be. Give me more info. Sovereign God, give me more info. And I told y'all, motherfuckers. I told you. When you do your research, do your research. Really do your research on these motherfuckers. Cause they doing their research on us. Trust and believe that. And what's the crazy part? That what I can't understand about, the crazy part I can't understand about, y'all don't even want to fight for nothing. Y'all want to hate on the next person that got some shit going on. Like, yo, what type of world y'all living in, yo? What type of fucking world y'all living in, man? We all on the same motherfucking team. My brothers, my sisters. We all on the same motherfucking team. But at the same time, people still don't believe in their rights. You know what I'm saying? Bro, if you don't believe in your rights and your sister or your brother believe in their rights, what the fuck you gonna make that? Do you think that's wrong? Tell me. Do you honestly think that shit wrong? So that shit's so fucking weird. It's weird how people denying the UCC one, and what I found out about the UCC one is this shit is true. I got really proof. I'm telling you, yo, I checked this dude out. He gave away one of my secrets on the paperwork with the $250,000 offset. Look, check this out, y'all. They do got that $250,000 offset, but guess what? When you secure the bonds, guess what? When y'all go to court, do you know they got a bond held over your head, meaning that the court got a bond, the judge got a bond, the case got a bond. Do you know you can offset that shit and so what's up, y'all? Hey, I'm just telling y'all some real shit right now. That what I don't found out. You can redeem your name. Look, once you redeem your name, they all shit comes to split. I swear to God, y'all. I got this procedure right here in this fucking book. Look, every case, believe it or not, start bonding your own case. That your case will be dismissed. And guess what? If you lose your case, the judge got to pay for y'all cases. And look, I'm gonna tell you this. You know, y'all, look, when you file that UCC one and redeem your birth certificate, you no longer have to pay taxes, because guess what? Everything what we doing it, we presume the assumption of that we volunteer this shit. And y'all didn't volunteer to pay taxes. I know y'all didn't. If you find out you volunteer to pay taxes, would you pay taxes? I'm not trying to be black. I'm not trying to be none of that shit. I'm just trying to get you $250,000, because if I'm doing it and I'm researching this shit, guess what? It's another sovereign. I got a lot of sovereign brothers out there, dude. Straight up, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. I always have somebody coming on my fucking channel hating or talking about some black people and all that. Look, what I'm doing is I'm trying to tell you about $250 redeeming your fucking name. Yep, you don't have to pay taxes. Guess what? Look, I bet you ain't never heard of the W-8 form. Get a W-8 form. They call it W-88. Once you get that form, right? Guess what happened? You send that shit to the same state you living in. Don't send it to the IRS. Don't send that shit nowhere. Everything got to go to the Department of Revenue. Where the fuck you at? And guess what? You know how? You know what? I'm gonna tell you that 250,000. How to get it? Simple. Simple. I got the step by step to redeeming this shit. First step, redeem your birth certificate. Second step, go to the UCC one file. Then you go to filing status. Once you file status of your name, all that bullshit over. Tell you gotta buy the document from me, bro. You buy the document from me for $250. Look, I ain't gotta do it. I don't beat all my cases. You know what I'm saying? I use one document. I got a right to travel, dismiss without prejudice. Google my name, Tavares Jerome Johnson, in Americus, Georgia, in Anchorage, Alaska. I ain't got a lot to kick it to you, my friend. Look. I'm gonna show you this. I don't really have to show nobody this, but I'm gonna show it to you. I ain't even gotta state. I ain't gotta state what type of shit that I'm on yet. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just gonna show you, like, bro, look. This 260 pages in here, my dude. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, I ain't even got to flex with you, man. Look, bro. I'm gonna show you this. This the $250,000 document you can redeem in your name to get the money right here. I ain't gonna show you that. But what I did notice that about some of the sovereigns, they gave up that website right here on that paper. So I know my shit true. Ain't nothing else to talk about. When motherfucker talking about, look, I was glad to see that this dude had, once you get this control number through this website, which I know is true now. Oh boy, that's why I had to jump on live, y'all. It was like 4 or 5 o'clock. I woke up out of my sleep, right? So I woke up out of my sleep and I'm like, yo, I didn't do no studying today. I didn't do nothing. Cause I've been doing doubles and I've been going to work, nonstop, right? So that morning, you know, every time I get up, y'all, I'm gonna give y'all some shit. But look, I'm gonna show you this. This the letter everybody been talking about. This are the letter everybody been talking about, man. I'm the only motherfucker that got this right now. I mean, just by me having the original document, I ain't see everybody have the original document but me. This the original document. Hey, you gotta state facts. Look, it's the bill summary, bro. We ain't gotta sit up here and talk about yay, hey, hi, bye, and all that shit. We talking about facts and money right now. You see what I'm saying? You can diss the channel, you can say whatever you want to say, but I can tell you this. When it comes to getting that money and that bread, bro, you can get it now. You can get it. Once I seen that dude had that shit on his page, I knew this money was real. I knew it was real, man. I appreciate y'all, like, you commenting, you saying this, you saying that. I really do appreciate that shit. I like when people try to test my gangster on this shit, though. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be me. This shit wouldn't be me trying to tell y'all this shit about it. But what I did notice on TikTok, the dude did give away the website that give you the control number to get your money. I respect that because he's spitting real knowledge. You know what I'm saying? This dude spitting real fucking knowledge. And when people spit real knowledge, man, you have to respect that. Everybody don't respect everybody's knowledge. When it comes to knowledge and getting money and stuff like that, everybody ain't gonna respect that shit. Everybody ain't gonna respect my craft and what I'm doing and what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really mad at people who ain't saying this and that. But what I care about It's the truth. Do you care about the truth? I'm just saying, do you care about the truth? If you don't, it ain't my problem. That is not my problem. My problem is that I'm gonna continue to get this bread. I hope y'all do. I hope you do, honestly. Because, okay, tell me this. What you gonna, tell me this shit right here. What made sense? Redeeming your birth certificate to get you some money. Tell me. You tell me. You tell me what you think. You feel me? You tell me what y'all think. Who wouldn't want to redeem that shit and get their own money? Like, let's stop. Stop fooling yourself. On my fucking mama, I'm getting that money, yo. And I would have gave y'all the website, you know what I'm saying? I would have gave you the website because I know it's true now. Blank paperwork. I never have to show blank paperwork. That one thing I never do. Blank paperwork. What about all my cases was beat? How about that? Boy, people love coming on your live until it be what is what. Like, come on, man. Did anybody redeem their birth certificate yet? Here in Alaska. Tell me that. Did anybody redeem their birth certificate yet? Since everybody want to talk. Tell me that. Had anybody redeemed their birth certificate since they want to challenge Don Corleone? I'm just saying. If you redeem your birth certificate, can anybody show me proof? That's all I want. People forced me to show the paperwork, and that shit is not gonna break me. It's not gonna break me. It's not gonna force me to show you paperwork that you claiming that I ain't got, and this and that. You know what? People talking about my paperwork is really real now, because guess what? I looked on TikTok, and the dude gave away one of these websites on here. I was surprised he gave it away. Let me tell you why this document is real critical now. This $250,000. No, it ain't no scam. Cause look, tell me that then. If it's a scam, when you redeem your birth certificate and you go to the UCC one and you file status of your name to redeem your name, the court, once you put the court on point that this is your name and you create stocks and bonds, do you not know? Check this out. If you ever went to court, they created a court bond, the judge bond, the bond over your head that you don't even know nothing about. You know, you can get that money back. And if you really know how much money them court things be, them court's appearance be like $250,000. You know how they be saying you get to go to court for free and you don't pay for court no more and all that stuff. When they write it off, they creating a bond in your name. Don't want you to know that they gonna keep that money too. Either if you beat the case or not, they still get paid. So they still keep that bond certificate that you don't even know nothing about. I swear, I ain't got to lie. I ain't got to lie to kick it to you. Y'all wanted to know the facts. You want to know day by day, step by step, study by study with me. And I promise you, this, look, I ain't even getting paid. My channel ain't even monetized, and I'm giving y'all this shit. I ain't even got to do that. This off the strength because I believe in my worth and my channel. I believe in my knowledge, what I got, proof. And guess what? Once you go to this control number right here, basically the Treasury Department agency account, once you do that, and then you obtain a blank, 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 then it said bond become live on the stock market. Then your funds will be pushed down to offset. See, that shit, look, it's critical for you to get that control number. That's what I've been telling people. Once that dude confirmed that shit about, really, he didn't confirm the 250,000. He confirmed way fucking more than that I seen. So once you create that bond certificate in your name and it come live, once you create that bond certificate in your name and it come live, it's a wrap. Guess what? They gotta push the money down commercially in the account so where you can discharge. It said back in the day, offset bills can be accessed through the account. But now they said that it'll pass through account, set it off charge. So basically when they set off charges, that means it's completely wiped out. This is your money, scot-free, clear. You can go to the bank, walk in that bitch and get the money out. But you gotta understand, if you don't understand this type of talk, what I'm doing, you won't understand what I'm talking about. I understand people try to challenge my gangster when it comes to this paperwork. But the thing is, what I'm telling you, what not a scam and what's so crazy that we don't know about, tell me this then. Riddle me this shit. Hold on. Let me see what I can show you. Let me see what I can show you out of these 4 pieces of paper. All right. I'm going to show you something off this motherfucker. Hold up. I can't show you key information. Hold on. I think I can show you this one right here. I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show you this just for you to talk about this paperwork. Cause look, once you file that UCC 1 and redeem your birth certificate, this is what they saying about our stocks and bonds in our fucking name. It say, knowing no one will tell you this process will allow you to use the account commercially, but remember you will also be responsible for paying taxes however you use, and it could create a bill with the IRS. So be aware of, you know what I mean? That's what they tell me, just be aware of how you moving with the money and shit. You know what I'm saying? Then it said, keep in mind, have not at first it said over 100K it will be due blank. Okay. Then it said this. Why I said till this. This shit saying this is not a joke when you doing this shit. Yeah, I can't give you that information right there because it got something to do with, but I can give you this. Okay, look, okay. It's a, your name in all caps states that you was born in off amount 100 million shares. I close date to date that yes, I learned underwriting your name, learn contracts, your bank, your commercial account number, both of the farm asset blank. Ooh, I can't tell you that one because that's the website. Then they said the interest rate market date 5, 10, 11, 20 years. Offer the amount that types of issues 144A non-office to public. Like, yo, this shit is some information, top flight information right here. This is some top flight shit. that I don't know nothing about. It say, look, the UCC1 number is used as a bonds number, which will reflect your birth certificate and bonds number. The UCC1 is used as a commercial corporation. Therefore, you have to file the UCC1 order to create. See, I'm not giving you that website to get the 250,000, sir. I can't do that. But I will read from some of these documents, and which, like I told people, you got to create that control number. Once you get that control number in the register, watch how the TDA, the Treasury Department, dropped your money down in your name. You did the bonds in your name. It can't be a scam if you did the bonds in your name. But your dumb ass don't know that though, and I ain't gonna force you to know that. RS is not a joke. Yes, you're right. And guess what? When you get your money in your name, that ain't no joke. That's what he's saying. Get the money in your fucking name. It ain't no joke. So, hey, I don't know what to tell you, but you can't deposit. Bro, you ain't got to deposit nothing, because once you create the bond and the live and you got the shit in your name, you go to the bank. It's a private bank that they tell you on the paper. It's, look, this shit say right here. It said a private bank link. It give you a website. You ain't even never heard of no private bank links. Have you ever heard anywhere on the YouTube history somebody said a private bank link? No, you haven't. Everybody said they associated with their social security number to those private bank, New York, Houston, all that. I had all those banks. You know what I'm saying? The police took it out my car because I got in trouble. Because I got caught with, 2,100 grams of cocaine, but I beat the case because of dirty ass cops and shit. So, you can look up that case too. I beat that case. Yeah. They didn't know who they were fucking with. Bro, in traffic court, it ain't got a trial. You can beat it. That's why if you contest any ticket in court, you can beat it. You know why? You got a right to travel. Guess what? Back in the days when your mama was a slave, when everybody was a fucking slave, white, black, whoever, back in the day, Al Capone used to drive his car. They didn't have to register no fucking license and all this shit. You just had a bill of sale of a car. So why 1800s, if they didn't have license then, you think that shit means something now? It's just creating contracts with us. And look, I'm gonna tell you this. Do you know when you get arrested, that's with the police, not with the probation officers. That's a third party contract. You ain't got to sign that. Ask them. But your bitch ass volunteered to sign that paper anyway, to be on probation and to be drug tested for, just say you got a DUI and they still want to drug test you and alcohol test. They can't even do that. That's against the law. That's a third party contract. Your due process violation. And look, I'm going to tell you this. Once you want to talk about something, 25 years, people been wanting to see this list. You see what this list is? Now I'm showing it. I'm showing you that for free. I'm showing you this list for free. You know what this mean right here? No, stupid motherfucker. Read that. Read that. Do you see what that say? I guarantee you, they owe you 250,000. All these violations right here. All these violations right here. I'm gonna read out one specifically for you. Negligent Fail to Protect Act, 200 grand. I guarantee you, they fucked up somewhere and they owe you that money. That's a free one on me. That's on the house. And you know what? And furthermore, it say fines, damages, and calls and by. Guess what it say? Administrator, captains, chiefs, clerk, agents, employees, supervisors. So administrators can be sued. Child support is agents. They can be sued. If you look at your child support order, it really not orders. I'm gonna start calling it orders, y'all. Stop calling child support orders. It's a agent at the top. I got my fucking paperwork over here with child support. It's a agency. And guess what? Once you look at the agency paperwork, it have a director or administrator. Guess what? This way your ass follow up under these guidelines. Administrators, supervisors, agents. Guess what? Look, child support agent gonna be going. And guess what? That administrator or that director, they name gonna be going up there too. And guess what? File that DOL letter, that deprive you of your rights, that color of law letter. Send it to child support. See what they do. See what they do, gangster. You wanna test my gangster, sir? You can't test my gangster. I'm gonna get paid and I'm gonna tell them, fuck you. Come and get me. That's what I'm gonna tell them. But you gonna sit there still paying bills, be miserable, looking at my YouTube, and my channel finna be monetized, sir, because I'm really kicking information. Look, these real names, look, they so stupid, I got proof. Look, threatening to take my license and all that shit and all that. Bitch, look, when you get that shit on me and you play games and take me to jail and I beat the case, I ate up y'all food for 28 days in jail and you still let me go. You still didn't do shit to me. Nothing. Okay, y'all forced me to sign the paperwork for 6 months. Guess what I told the head probation officer in Milledgeville, Georgia? Look, Milledgeville, Georgia. Guess what I told him when I was on probation? I said, get what? You better get lawyered up because guess what? This is a third party contract. I got in trouble with the police. I got a right to travel. So if I got a right to travel, y'all think about it. Insurance, seat belts, registration, all that shit don't mean nothing. They just done made that up as a job. Statutes and codes are not law, y'all. Look up this shit. That's why they don't want us to get this $250,000 in our name. I know why. They don't want you to redeem your birth certificate. I truly know why now. But think about this. You know when they were talking about them PP loans and all that shit? Think about it. If you redeem the money in your name for your mama, your sister, your brother, your auntie, your granddaddy, everybody got this shit in their name. They don't want us to know nothing about it. Man, I swear, the United States, bro, it's fucked up how they swear up and down we volunteered to pay taxes. I didn't volunteer to pay taxes, bitch. I'm gonna all my money back. Boy. Everybody talking about don't tell nobody you ain't gonna pay taxes. They tell your stupid ass, guess what? You ain't gotta pay taxes, motherfucker. You ain't gotta pay taxes. But I bet your dumb ass gonna do it. Guess what? Let me tell you why. They got it in your head. They got you fucking programmed. They got these people so programmed out here. This how they got us so fucked up out here that I recently looked. I didn't really, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I've been fading out the world because I've been living on another planet with this shit. But I did notice about Earth. When you have a piece of power or position, you get the small people. And that piece of shit ass job can go like that. And your power position won't be no longer valid, ma'am or sir. So that's what the government do. They'll put certain people in certain positions and they'll have them to overlook the certain people when you forgot you came where that other person used to be. You used to be that little punk. You used to be that little bitch. But guess what? You got that certain power position. You can't look down on the other people who really trying to get their birth certificate and redeem their shit and get their money. But people talk down and troll and all that type of shit. I understand why now you got trolls and people pushing the agenda for you to not know this information so bad. That's why they got these YouTubes and these lives. I ain't even getting paid to tell y'all this information. And look, with the control number and all this shit with 250,000. And look, why they got private banking? That's what I want to know. Anybody can tell me that right now. Why they got a private bank link when you put the money? If you can't put this money in and you know what I mean? Like you just can't grab all the money out the account to a regular bank. Why they got a private bank specifically for private banks? It's a private trust, private bank, cryptocurrency, silver, trust, capital unit. Why the fuck they got that? If you want to prove me wrong, can y'all answer these questions for me? please, can you answer these questions? You know how many motherfuckers been looking at me talking about how you can get that 250,000? I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. 15 people don't bought the paperwork, and them motherfuckers working on they shit. And look, it's true on TikTok. Let me tell you why. The dude, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't get y'all, look, I ain't telling y'all about this website, but that's the control number to get your money right there. That's the key point that I'm trying to make to y'all about this. You do, it say, redeem your birth certificate, file the UCC one to redeem status, and then post a bond at the Treasury Department. You see what I'm saying? And then it said it will give you a confirmation of a green card for the Treasury bond active. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really basically, if you rewind all these tapes and re-look at everything that I've been saying about the paperwork party and some of this document, I partially give you half of the shit. I give you this part of the document and I give you this part of the document, but I don't give you the middle. Because I told you, you buy the document for $250, you can redeem everybody money in your fucking house today. Guess what? Your mama got one and she don't even know nothing about that. Guess what? If you think I'm lying, try it and see. That's all I got to say. You know what I'm saying? Just respect my craft, that I don't crack this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people on YouTube talking about it. I know I got an uproar. I know people constantly, people constantly looking at it and calling me and texting me. I get 50 text messages every day just by me coming out with this motherfucking video about the UCC one and your birth certificate and get the $250,000. Because guess what? When they create a bond, when you go to court, the judge got one, you got one. They ain't telling us about this. Every time you go to court, you can redeem and get all that money back. They ain't telling us this shit, man. They done fucked up, y'all. They done fucked up. I know they have. It's okay. I understand. Mm-hmm. But that's the difference with me trying to tell, hey, I'm gonna holler at some people in Alaska today. Cause right now it's like 6-7 o'clock right now. But I'm gonna holler at some of my people, some of my colleagues in Alaska, and put them on some game too, and let them know that your boy don't confirm this shit with. I really don't confirm this with the document. You redeem your birth certificate and file the UCC one status to get an active bond license at the Treasury Department agency. That's really facts. The dude on YouTube, not TikTok, confirmed the website, but he didn't. You know what I mean? He got partial of the number, the name that y'all need to get the control number. Basically, he got it up there. You just need to put .com on the end. Then that's what it is. But you won't never find that, because this information that I'm talking about is all sovereign information. It's not found by the public. You cannot research these documents that I got, because they all private through a website that they erased a long time ago. That you got to be like somebody powerful in the government to release these type of information, or you got to go to these certain websites that hidden in portals that only sovereigns know about. And if you are really not a sovereign, if you really have not been doing this over 15 years, you definitely don't know what I'm talking about. You definitely don't know what I'm talking about. You feel me? At all. You don't know what I'm talking about. I swear, you don't. Just by me even doing this right here, you don't know what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? See, if I do that in public to somebody like this, you wouldn't know what the fuck. You'll think that I'm a clown. And, oh, okay, what are you doing? You scratching your head when I'm doing this right here? You wouldn't know what I'm talking about, sir. So, it's funny that I seen it in a movie before. I seen a cop do that before in a movie. And I was like, damn, he talking in signs that people don't know nothing about. But you would think an average person would know this. Nah, they don't teach us this shit, y'all. This shit is over and beyond our head. This shit bigger than UFOs, man. This shit never was about no UFO. This shit never was about none of that shit, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm just kicking that knowledge to you. Then y'all motherfuckers know what's the deal, yo. These motherfuckers don't lie to us and shit. Fuck you don't lie to us about, fuck. I wanna know why they lie to us to get their damn money. That's what I wanna know. Can y'all tell me that since y'all wanna prove me wrong and shit all the time? Try to say it's a scam, blah, blah, blah. Thank you for acknowledging Alex Hill that the IRS ain't no joke. Thank you. I wanted to hear that. I love to see that in the comments. I love to see it. Cause people be playing like they know shit. Like, man, stop playing, man. Either you know this shit or you don't. You know what I'm saying? When you pushing a certain agenda, like the president be doing, man, you better come up with some shit. Me, I be telling people how the President Trump doing, he pushing the agendas and shit. But man, like me, that's how my page is. I'm pushing agendas. We ain't coming out here with no bullshit. I ain't coming with no bullshit. Yes, sir. I'm gonna tell y'all. Hey, when you dealing with this type of paperwork and you dealing with status, redeeming birth certificate, treasury bonds, and offsetting and activating it, trust me, it's your right. If they don't confirm this shit, and y'all ain't listening about the UCC 1 filing with the birth certificate redeeming the status of your name, you being greatly misleading. And I understand them trolls on there on YouTube saying that y'all, we shouldn't do this. Show us the bread you made. I'm going through the process now. I'm redeeming my birth certificate. Hey, I'm gonna show y'all I'm redeeming my birth certificate at the end of this month. Oh, trust and believe you me. And look, I'm gonna tell you this one thing that everybody don't talk about neither. When you redeem your birth certificate, they love asking us about a trick question. Okay, now tell me this shit. I call this motherfucker in Georgia, right, to redeem my birth certificate. Do you know what this motherfucker said? I told him, hey man, stop playing with me. My mom was a mayor. You know what I'm saying? I said, don't make me say nothing like, don't make somebody come down there basically to deal with your insubordination ass. But check this out. I asked about my birth certificate. You know what he said? He said, what you wanted your birth certificate, a copy of your certified birth certificate copy for? And I said, I want this. Do you not know once we get a certified birth certificate, we got dual citizenship. We don't even know nothing about that. You know what dual citizenship means? Over 200 fucking countries. I did my research, man. This shit is mind-boggling, blowing, bro. That's why this shit, it started off for child support, no cap. Look, the UCC one filing with my birth certificate, this ain't got nothing to do with none of this shit. It's all started by my birth certificate. It started off by my child support, y'all. If it weren't for my child support doing this bullshit to me, I wouldn't be giving y'all none of this right now. I wouldn't be on child support ass. I wouldn't be hitting y'all with these documents. Look, I'm gonna tell you this, for it to be no cap, people been trying to see this list for 25 years. And I just displayed this all this week for people to see. Look, this is for your rights. See, the sovereigns, everybody think we crazy when we not crazy. We just only want to be treated fairly and by our rights. You cannot take rights away like tax. Taxes always change. Look, statutes and codes are not law. You need to look that shit up in your own state. Wherever you live, get what? They write their own amendments, meaning that if you beat that case, they gonna write some stupid ass bullshit case like, okay, if this situation happened, well, in our state, well, this can't happen no more, so write a rule on that. So if they writing rules on every case that we beat them on, bro, how the fuck can that be unconstitutional? That unconstitutional. You won't get you won't get no good trial. You know when they say black people go to court with white folks and they don't get a good trial? The due process law. That's why they got this shit for us here. That's why they got all this shit here that they really don't want us. That's no cap. And you talking about show you the bread that you made? I'm redeeming this shit myself. I just found this, and on TikTok, believe it or not, on TikTok, they confirmed the shit. The dude who a sovereign, bro, when he confirmed my paperwork was legit, when he said the control number to get your money for the 250,000, that's ain't nothing else I can say. Only thing that I can tell you this, if you know me and you come and see me, I personally show you this information. You know what? If you personally see me, then since you say I'm all cap, you come up to Anchorage, Alaska, you call my phone number 907-615-1316. You personally call me, AD, and I give you this paperwork. We can go over this shit together and you will see the shit real. And then you'll get that. A real sovereign brother, since you say I'm all cap AD, you get my number, rewind the tape back. I personally give you the $250,000 information so where you can help your family out. No cap. How about that? Since you, wherever you at in the world, you come and visit me here in Anchorage, Alaska, I'll give you that paperwork. I help you. Cause guess what? My brother, everybody ain't doing this. Since I'm all cap, this go for AD. This ain't going for nobody else. Strictly for AD. That shit crazy, man. Hey, but I just want to run off a little something with y'all. I just want to drop y'all that little knowledge, you know. I just want to drop y'all a little of that knowledge because I'm doing this and I ain't even getting paid for this, you know what I'm saying? I'm just giving y'all this shit what's best way I know. You feel me? So I'm probably finna get up off of this. I wanted to do an hour. You know, I try to get y'all an hour session. You know what I'm saying? They call. Guess what? It gonna be a point to when I do start doing this shit, start working on, start saying this. I know people gonna go back and look at my footage and see if it's all cap. But I want you to. I ain't got no viewers right now. I got one like and zero people looking at my shit. But one day it's gonna be so many fucking people on my shit, I ain't gonna know what to do. I ain't gonna know what to do. It's gonna be retarded. I already know it's gonna be retarded because if I got those subscribers and I keep posting all these videos and I keep hitting out with these real deal bangers and people looking at my shit, but they know I'm real. They know this shit is real. They know this shit real. No cap. No cap. So all I say to people now, man, y'all better get it in while y'all can. Cause I don't care about talking in front of the camera, telling y'all this. Cause I know y'all gonna go back and look at my videos and see how I was talking and everything. Cause guess what? I got zero viewers. But get what? One day it's gonna have so many fucking viewers on what I'm talking about. Redeem your birth certificate and file a UCC 1 status to get a bond certificate to offset it and get that special website to get the control number so where to give you a green light so where you can walk in the bank to offset to get the money. Watch this now. Watch this shit. I guarantee you a year from now, it's gonna be talked about. Less than a year from now, it's gonna be talked about what I'm doing. Cause I'm gonna show you proof. But when I show y'all proof, what you gonna do then? You gonna kiss my ass to get money. I promise you, you that. And you better hope that I forget that all these people on YouTube was talking shit. Because if you got a YouTube channel and you was talking shit, I'm gonna remember that. I ain't gonna help the people who talking shit. The people who talking shit, and I show you proof that the document worked to get the 250,000, what you gonna do? What can you do? So, hey, I want to give y'all 2 more minutes, and I don't gave y'all 50 minutes of my time talking about this shit. And if you want free documents, get at your boy, man. Y'all want free documents about certain things, just email me at teejohnson1981@gmail.com. And on top of that, you can call me 907-615-1316. I'm just telling you, I can't give away the $250,000 document. It's nothing personal, y'all. I wish I could, but you know, when my channel get monetized, that's when I'm giving people the info. When my channel get monetized, I'm really giving everybody the real information, so where y'all can access the document and get the free document. But whenever the channel get monetized, that's when I'm gonna give y'all the document. You know how many people gonna flock to my channel after I get them this document shit? Access. I'm gonna do this simply one step. I'm gonna do this one step and I'ma shit on the whole game on YouTube. I'ma shit on everybody and give everybody this document. That gonna be a woo. It gonna be mind-boggling. It gonna be blown. I already know that shit's gonna be litty in the city. Like I ain't got no follow. I ain't got no, I ain't got like 400,000 people looking at my shit right now. But I had 17,000 people looking at my channel at one time. But this time, watch this. Peace out, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all this. When my channel get monetized, I'm gonna give y'all the free $250,000 document. So where you can access the money in your name. That's what I'm gonna do. You know how my channel gonna blow up then? It gonna really skyrocket. I'm gonna shit on people in YouTube. I guarantee you I'm gonna shit on people. They gonna wanna take that video down. I already know. But when my channel get monetized, that's when I'm gonna hook y'all up. Other than that, I'm selling the document. I can't give nothing for free. Nothing. I ain't charging you. I could charge everybody $20,000 for the document. I could charge you, since you get 250,000, I could charge you 50,000 for the document. I could charge you any amount of money that I feel that I want to charge for this document. And I'm only just charging y'all petty ass $250. So you lucky I'm doing that and saying $500. But hey, I'm gonna get at y'all, man. Y'all have a nice day.